Hi guys, this is your Psychic LG reporting for the United Kingdom. Tonight we're going to delve deep into the looking glass and see what's in store globally. So I want you to all sit back and relax, and I hope you're all keeping well in these trying times. I don't know if anybody's seen Glastonbury, which was really good. It had the Beatles on, Paul McCartney, and I thought the song was really apt. And it was Jojo was a man. Jojo was a man who thought he was a woman. And I just thought, very, very apt for what's coming in. And you want to listen to the lyrics, actually. And I've just been looking and watching, over the last few days this week. Just gone, and what has happened, guys, to the United States of America? It's like it's been overtaken from some sort of extremist or something in the Supreme Court. My God. So I'm going to look into that and see what's happening, which is not very good for all American ladies out there. But I did say in my last world predictions that things are going to get very heated. And that sort of fell into place, which has just happened within the week. So let's have a look. So I'm going to start with the United States of America, with everything what's happened with Roe v. Wade, and take it from there. So sit back and relax. So let's see what I can see. Okay. So as I look into my crystal ball tonight, I don't know if anybody's seen my last looking glass where I talked about different timelines. And I'm feeling there's a timeline, there was a question mark where I was talking about manipulation of timelines, and I felt there was something with a question mark for August. And guys, I feel the shit is about to hit the fan by August in the United States of America. And I must say, right, that this is going to get pretty nasty before it sorts out. But my fear is that they're going to start on gay marriages next, transgender next, contraception next. And it's like I'm looking back in a time warp, guys. It's like we're going back to the 1600s, like Salem's witch trials, when all the extreme evangelists were taking over and calling everybody a witch. This is an attack. This has gone beyond political. This is a political manipulation, and this is what I'm seeing tonight. And I do believe this was planned, because when I look back in time, it was planned. It's as if that Trump has pulled a trump card here. This is one of his trump cards, and it's like he did it right underneath our noses. Remember, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, but I'm all for women's rights. And I just think that it's going to go beyond women's rights. But what I'm feeling is that this attack on, it's a feminine, but also masculine as well. Because this is going to affect fathers. And this message tonight is for everybody out there in the United States of America. And I don't care who are upset anymore, because I've had enough, right? I feel that no court in the land should take away a woman's rights. Everybody's case is different, and this goes beyond. This has got nothing to do with courts. Governments should have nothing to do with what a woman does with her body. But it seems to me, when I'm looking from the outside, it's as if that these far-right evangelists, whatever they are sort of pushing their extreme views onto the whole of the United States of America. And this is just the start, guys. And this is why I've had to stay off here for a few days, because I've been so bloody angry. And I do not like putting my emotions into things. But enough's enough. All right? Everybody who knows me has been following us for a while. Knew that for the short time I supported Donald Trump, right? But I'm now beginning to think he's part of the swamp. I'm sorry, I've had enough. And it's about time that I start speaking my mind, all right? You've got to think about this. He used to be batting on the other side. And this is the same penny, two different sides. So when he signed them papers, when he got all them extreme judges in the Supreme Court and he passed them all over, was he actually thinking about true Americans? Was he thinking about American women? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. This is a wake-up call, guys, for everybody in the United States of America. And I fully support that a woman should have their rights. But this is going to go beyond that. And my fear, as I look into this crystal ball, I feel that there's more to come over the next couple of weeks. I'm very drawn to the next month to 6 weeks. And I think things are going to get pretty heated up. July is going to be a strange one. I don't know if you've got a pen there. I'm getting the 12th. I'm getting the 13th. I actually feel there's a very strange time coming into the end of the month. So I think we're going into dark moon, aren't we? I believe that's Wednesday. So I believe that there's a lot of stuff to come out here. There's a lot of stuff. But this is an attack on the feminine energy. We're in the millennium, for God's sake. We're in the year of Aquarius. You know, we're not in the 1600s anymore. And I'm speaking for every woman, but also every father out there, because this goes beyond terminations, you know. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that I support women's rights. Every woman, it's a personal choice. You know, this comes into health and all sorts of things, this. But my concern is that it's going to seep into other things, and it's control. So if you look out at the situation and look into it, it's if they're controlling women on what they're going to do with their pregnancies, they're going to also have the right, if a woman has a miscarriage, to cross-examine them. Oh, do you not think it's bad enough being a woman to start with, losing a baby? Yeah? And there'll be many ladies out there who possibly have had terminations and what they've had to go through afterwards. So my understanding of this is it's an attack on women. It's an attack on women. But this is not going to stop there, guys. Because if this is their plan, what is next? To tell you how many children you're going to have? This is New World Order. And this is staring me right in the bloody face. And it's masked over. So where people are saying, oh, you know, it's all Republicans and all of that. The devil has many different faces. Old Nick. And we're being tricked and we're being deceived. I've always said we're living in biblical times. And it's about not losing our power. But as the whole world watches on in shock, right? The whole world watches on in shock. It's as if we're looking back through a time loop. What is going on? Something strange is going on. And I believe there's been an interception, whatever you want to call it, far right, you know, Nazism, views, whatever it is, and it's intercepted into the Republican Party. And I'm not saying this has anything to do with Republicans. I know many, I've got many friends, very beautiful people I know, friends and followers, clients. This is on about the far-right extremists, and this should not be allowed in the United States of America. But my understanding is, wait a minute, guys, I'm just taking a deep breath. Right, I'm getting Mother Mary here. And this is to protect women and children, but this is for the future, this is for New Earth. This isn't going to just stop with women's bodies. This is going to go beyond how many children they can have. They're going to stop them having contraception. They're going to stop people getting married who are same gender marriages, that type of thing. It's going to go beyond, and they're going to attack the transgender. And that's why I'm getting that song. And I'm going to sing it again. Georgia was a man who thought he was a woman. Okay? Listen to the lyrics to that. And I feel it's as if that there's an extreme divide. And I said this, there's going to be a divide within the Republican Party. But I also said one of these sides, and I wasn't sure which it was, and at the minute it looks like it could be the Republican Party, they're going to end up shooting themselves in the foot. Because I predict this is going to cause a divide in the Republican Party. Okay? Some things aren't always set in stone. They're not. And time is very fluid. But as I look into this, I feel it's as if that it's a situation where I feel Trump's pulled a card there. He's pulled a Trump's card. And you need to watch for this to unfold. I'm getting the 16th and the 18th. They're going to come into play as well. And the 21st, 20th, watch for huge news. But I'm feeling it's as if I can see Biden and he's coming out with something. There's got to be something that he can do. I don't know much on law, okay? I just go on what I see in this crystal ball. But I can see a speech being made, and I said this in my last world prediction, that Nancy Pelosi, Biden are going to be making a big announcement. Well, Pelosi's just had, but there's something else coming. Adam Schiff, they're all standing there. And there's going to be more announcements. But there's going to be something which is going to be taken into court on this. I don't think this is going to stop. So my understanding is that it's very divided in the United States of America, but I would say the vast majority don't like Justice Thomas. But you need to understand this, you need to understand what his wife was doing, okay, and what was going on behind the scenes. So there's going to be a twist with this. And like I always said, there's going to be something about a woman with a red dress. And I wasn't sure. I feel that she is. She's typically in red. She's coming forward with big announcements. There's more accusations to come out. Guys, you're going to need your popcorn for what's about to come out here. It's going to get into a really strong sort of, tennis, table, ping pong tennis. It's going to be very, very heated. I'm seeing indictments, and I'm seeing the word impeachment, and I'm getting big news of the letter T. Now that doesn't mean it's Trump; it could be somebody else. And I'm getting big news of the letter M. But I see 3 men, and I see 3 shocks to come out. I want you to remember this. One of them's got quite greyish hair. One of them could be Jared Kushner, but I'm also seeing another guy with quite a little bit darker hair than to him. And a guy also, there's a 4th man actually, with very sandy, salt and pepper hair. There's also going to be shocks coming out with him as well. I see them all sort of lined up. I sometimes wonder, if it's as if it's happening, but it's like it's a big distraction to something bigger, what's going on behind the scenes. I'm looking into my crystal ball, and I'm zooming in, and I'm going way across the ocean, and I'm very, very drawn to Egypt. And I'm getting, where's the Red Sea, guys? I'm getting the Red Sea. Big news coming in, then I see ships. Okay. I also feel there's going to still be big news to do with Putin, and I felt shocks to come out with him. Keep getting the letter T. And I'm also getting the letter L and the letter M. Remember everything I'm telling you, and it'll all fall into place. Let me have a look. I see a big building, guys. I want you to remember this. And it looks like a big, flat-roofed building. It could be like a, sort of like a factory or something. It's over the United States of America. Smoke coming out. Could be some sort of glass factory or something, or plastic factory. Actually, no, it's something to do with fuel or oil. But I do see a substance as well. There's going to be something about a big, huge factory going down. It's like an industry. And I'm also feeling that there's going to be big news around about that time coming out with the letter M. And I'm also getting Chicago and Philadelphia. There's more problems to come with Texas, and I send healing and blessings over to Texas. I've got a lot of friends, like I know, over there and clients. But I am very drawn to the borders with more problems. It's as if I feel, like the calm before the storm. It's the calm before the storm, guys. I'm really, really feeling this. And when the birds go quiet, I'm seeing sort of protests. I'm seeing problems. I want to give you 2 to 3. I don't know if this is 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 weeks. And then either side are going to be blaming other side. And this is just going to carry on and carry on. It's like it needs to heal, guys. Everything needs to be purged to heal. And it's the start of New America. It's the start of the new system. But I don't believe this is going to go away because everybody's got different far-right views, left views. It's going to get worse. But this has to come to a point where what's best for American citizens, in taking away civil rights, it's like it's going back in time. I want you to remember the 4th and the 5th, or the 14th or the 15th. I feel there's going to be big news out. 2 big bits of news to come out July. I want you to remember this. Why am I getting Egypt? I do feel that there's going to be problems with trade. And I've been saying this for a while, to stock up. Like I've said before, the old system is falling and the new system is going to be built. We're going to go very futuristic, guys. And there's new ways to come in, new technology to come in. I've always felt, like I said this in my last world predictions, that the world banks aren't going to go down. But I do believe that we will go digital, but there's going to be more options of different sort of currencies coming in. But there's going to be like a dip, a few dips. I'm seeing 2 dips into July and 2 dips into August. The dips I'm seeing, this is anybody who's into like Bitcoin or whatever you are into, 12th, 15th, 17th, 21st, 27th, it could be like a short dip and then it'll jump back up again. And I'm also getting the 23rd and the 24th. There's a big question mark, guys, about August, and I don't know why. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting the letter S or the letter C. And I don't know if it's to do with a place or to do with the person's name. But what takes part to do, it's like an event or something, or a situation. It's going to look like that the United States of America is under some sort of, well, it is at the minute, it looks like it's under a dark cloud. And it's going to like hit a peak where there's going to be eruptions on. So there's a lot of problems to come out. But remember, this is all distraction for bigger things, what's going on. But it's happening. It's literally happening. Because everybody's healing. So everybody in the United States needs to heal, because everyone's got different viewpoints. And it's about learning to disagree, but not forcing other people's views onto other people's views. There needs to be a new system here. But there's like a something order what's being put into place. And I don't know why I'm getting the letter L. Now again, I don't know if that's to do with the person or a place, but watch for that. An N and P. Remember that. What does the 24th or the 25th Amendment mean, guys? Because I'm being given that. Maybe comment on the link below if you know anything on that. Okay, I'm just looking again. I'm going to just bounce backwards and forwards. I'm getting the 10th very strong. And now I'm seeing the sea, and I do believe that we're going to have some crazy weather this year. I keep getting the Atlantic and the Pacific. I feel weather's going to get crazy. And I still feel as worried with 3 storms coming in. And 2 direction changes with 2 of these sort of hurricanes or tornadoes or whatever they are. But I'm getting the east of America. All right. I'm very drawn to Tennessee. I'm very drawn to Louisiana. I'm getting that really strong. And I keep getting the letter M. It could be connected with a state. So I'm not saying the whole of America is going to be out in riots, but there's going to be intimate. What I'm saying is, and I've always said this, when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door, because it's not safe at the moment. And my concern is, you're my followers, that I need to keep you safe, that there could be some nasty situations ahead. And that if you get people who are out peacefully protesting, sometimes you can get extremists coming in on the situation. And where I feel there's a warning there, I'm getting W and M. Okay, so remember that. What else am I getting? I still feel there's worries with more shootings to come in. And I'm getting like a middle or a high school. Dearie me. I need to send peace and prayers and protection for every child in the United States of America, to keep them safe through these troubled times. I see a young man, and I'm seeing this young man. He looks coloured young man, and I'm going into possibly somewhere like Chicago, and I see a situation with a shop and a young woman. And I fear and I worry, it's somewhere near like a shopping precinct. And everybody's talking about it. It's all over world news there. And something about a child. I see gunmen. And I'm also seeing problems near a shopping precinct. I don't know if it's connected or it's 2 different states. I'm getting the letter C as well, the letter C. So I send peace and love and protection out to everybody, and to everybody who's got teenagers, or they're worried about teenagers, It's just so worrying, What else am I getting? Yeah, so I'm feeling it's as if it's the race to the finishing line, and as I look, my instinct is telling us that we're going to know by August what's going to happen for November, if you know what I mean. So where I said there's a manipulation of timelines, I'm feeling that there's announcements to be made. And it all depends if the Democrats take these cases further forward. But I have a funny feeling that a lot of Republicans are going to pull away from Donald Trump. I'm getting it really strong. Now, I've been saying this for a while. You need to watch DeSantis. Watch him rising. Watch him rising. I think I put a post out on my business Facebook a few months back. And it was DeSantis, and it was his wife. I don't know what his wife's called. She looks very Jackie Onassis look. She's got that look. And I just got a weird feeling when I see them, and I thought, they've got an edge about them. But you need to watch him. So I've always said that we haven't heard the last of Trump, but there's still information to come out about the January the 6th. And there's a lot of shocking stuff to come out. And I just feel at the minute that things don't look so good for him. Things don't look so good for him. And this is something else that we don't need as well. We don't need any more race and divide and, that type of thing. And I just feel that there's going to be a twist by August. I'm feeling this really strong, guys. I'm getting something about a highway. I've had this before where there's going to be like a sort of an incident on a big highway. And I'm getting Tennessee in Texas, and I see lots of protests. Lots of people with flags. Round about the time Boris is going to make a big announcement. Now, on my last world prediction, I had said I wasn't sure if it was voting this year or next year, but I believe it's this year. And I'm not so sure about Boris, you know. I feel it's as if that... all I know is when something big kicks off in the United States of America, Boris is going to be making an announcement about it all. But there's 2 or 3 big incidents all going off at the same time, and I've been seeing this for the last few years. It's like we don't know where we're going to be looking. We're going to be looking here, we're going to be looking there, because it's like 2 or 3 big things going off at the same time. But I keep getting court cases this year, and there's going to be court cases. This could drag on, I'll be honest with you, to do with the January the 6th and everything else what's starting to unfold. This could drag on until the early part of next year. But I'm very drawn to January, February and March of next year. So what I feel very strongly is that there's going to be a split in the Republican Party. I'm feeling this really strong. And I'm feeling that it's the calm before the storm. I'm still sticking with that. Now, why am I getting Japan? Okay. So what I'm feeling is that I'm seeing another earthquake brewing. So take care, guys. I know I've got a lot of lovely clients out over there. And I need to send protection to you all. I'm getting quite a big quake to come in. And I'm getting the 14th, the 15th and the 17th, the 16th, 17th. So I normally look on no more than 2 years. So I don't know if I'm looking in possibly to July here, July, August. There's going to be 2 different sets of big court cases to come off. And like I've always said, this is going to be bigger than Watergate. It's going to go down in history. I see a golden tower going down. Now, I don't know which golden tower that is. It could be on a global, because I know there's quite a lot of global towers around. But I'm drawn to Manhattan. And I keep getting Jared Kushner. And I always said there was a lot of people around him who stabbed him in the back. But by God, what's about to come out is going to be like a snake's pit. What's about to come out here? Lots of pardons. And as you know, pardons is like admitting, isn't it? It's admitting you've done something wrong. I'm also seeing Marjorie Taylor Greene all across world news. I mean, I know she's in the news a lot. But it's nothing about anything radical that she's saying. This is something completely different. There's a bit of a scandal to come out with her. And I said this. I said the last time when she was in the last hearing or whatever she had, that she was going to go back into court with something else. It might have something to do with pardons to come out or something, so watch for this. Mitch McConnell, I keep getting him very strong as well. Dallas. Remember Dallas we used to watch on the television? Oil, isn't it? Oil. But I'm getting farmers. And I see sort of like lots of, ranchers all protesting, farmers, that type of thing. And there's going to be a lot of strikes. Something else to do with a big building, like factories. I'm getting factories and people going on strikes. Talking about strikes, I feel there's a few strikes to come into the United Kingdom. I'm fearing from the NHS, and I said this the last time, and I see a woman making an announcement. It's sort of like there's 3 people, and it's like it's all out on world news. The NHS is going to change in the United Kingdom. I'm seeing this. Excuse any background noise, guys. I've got my son upstairs watching a movie. I've never had a chance to do this. I'm just doing this now before I put this out. I say, be quiet, so I'm doing the filming. Right, what am I getting? Okay. I'm feeling it's as if that I see lots of children singing. And it's like there's something about raising money. And it's a global thing. Right, so I don't know if this is this year or next year, but it's got something to do with rights. I'm sure I've said this before. I'll have a saying, maybe everyone's got their caps on and their flags, and rights, people's rights, children's rights, okay? Shocks to come out within schools, but rights. Lots of little ships, lots of little yacht ships. I don't know if that's the tall boats race, what normally happens in Australia, but it's as if there's celebrations and there's lots of ships in the sea, and it's a beautiful, glorious day. The sun is shining, blue sky. So I don't know if I'm looking in this year or next year. But there's also going to be problems with water, and I worry, and I want to send healing blessings out to certain parts of our beautiful globe where we could have droughts, and we could have blazing fires. So when I look at this, I'm worried, for places like in the Middle East. I'm worried for Africa, with the animals in Africa and the people. But I'm also getting Australia in the bush with the little koala bears and the kangaroos and that. So, you haven't had your summer yet. That could be coming into the end of the year. It's a national emergency with fires. It's Gaia, guys. She is purging old pain. It's biblical what we're in. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing 2 or 3 volcanoes problems this year. I'm very drawn to that place. Is it Yellowstone place? You have to comment on the link below. Actually, I'm getting Yellowstone Park. Something big problems there. Is it something else I'm getting? Is that quite Yellowstone Park? Is that where there's a lot of woodland? I'm drawn to that area. And I'm seeing a man with a rifle. W. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place there. I see official men, and I'm going into Europe. I don't know if it's France or Europe. Announcements to be made. Petrol is still problems there, and it's gonna be a catapult effect, as you know. It's a worry. And I've always said it's the fight of the fittest and the strongest who comes through this. But I think that what we're looking at here is, it's like we're all changing, we're all becoming more spiritual, and it's about helping our neighbour. I want to say, guys, this is coming direct from source. Something to hit our planet is going to join every nation. I'm getting this so strong. And you can't eradicate all the evil off the planet. But what's coming in global is going to will help our neighbours. We will enemies will become friends. And I just feel that it's very up and down between now and 2024. So, at the minute, it looks like up to a few weeks ago that the Republicans were going to do really well in the midterm, and that they still could do. But there's a situation to arise, and I'm getting August, and there's a lot more juicy information to come out. And I believe this could end up affecting the Republicans. But I'm putting these out every week, so it chops and changes. Do you know what I mean? So, and I've always said as well, as a woman, to rise on the Democratic side who could end up sitting in the White House. But I tell you who you need to watch, guys, and I'm getting a really, really strong, is you need to watch Stacey Abrams. And I tell you what, she's gonna really come up trumps over the next couple of months. You're gonna hear a lot more of Stacey Abrams. I'm getting this really strong. And there's a young Republican man who's going to rise within the Republican Party, because it's the younger generation what's going to change politics. And he's a good guy. He's quite ferret face, like mousy brown hair, like that typical sort of like American boy next door look. But he's a good guy. He's a good young man. I see him making a big impact, but I don't know if it's rolling on to the end of the year. There's a lot of new faces to come in here, guys. And there's a woman, there's a black lady to play a massive part in politics in the United States of America. Now, I'm questioning if it's Stacey Abrams. I'm not sure yet. But I'm also getting a lady who's ferret face with blonde hair, and she's going to rise as well, where it's questionable if she could also end up sitting in the White House. This is huge, guys. Huge. But I'm getting Mother Mary again, and she's seen as an attack on feminine energy, and it's bullying energy, yeah. And feminine energy can have power without. It's like standing strong, that sort of Empress energy, and it's okay to speak our voice. Protests can be done in a decent way. It doesn't have to be done with violence or aggro. But I tell you what, there's a lot of people to come forward. And this is going to egg on a lot more truth seekers to come in on the circuit. Yeah. So I predicted this the last time, that there's going to be new creators coming forward. A lot of these are going to be like the Violet Indigo children. People in their 20s, early 30s are going to come forward. The second phase of the Earth volunteers are going to come forward. So what else am I getting? I'm getting that song by, oh my goodness, Shirley Bassey. Is it Shirley Bassey sang it? Is it Diamonds Are Forever from the James Bond? Something about spies and old cases coming out. Lots of scandals, but the lyrics to do with diamonds are forever. Oh my God. I can't sing. I'm getting that. But I keep getting that song by the Beatles. And I mean, it was brilliant last night. There was it was on the television. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It was Glastonbury. And I tell you what, he's okay for his age, like. And he was singing there. It was Jojo was a man. Yeah, that was so funny. And I just get the lyrics is so apt. So I'm definitely feeling there's going to be an attack on transgender, and it's to do with crazy laws to come out. I think that this has to happen, guys. I really, really do believe this has to happen, because it's been lying sleeping for a while, and it's been building up. And I said this. I said, the certain letter of the 17th letter of the alphabet, which caused a lot of controversy in America, all them coded messages and that. I said that this was not what you thought it was. And I said that it was an inside job to divide America. It's an old, the Nazis did this. It's mind control. And I just think that it sort of planted the seed in to start the ball rolling. Yeah. But somebody had said that they've started posting again. But I tell you what, this is all an inside plan. And there's a lot of mind control going on, guys, and it's going on. I've been seeing this for a while. It's going on within the truth community as well. And I've been saying this, it's restricted thinking, if you don't think this certain way, that you're dark and all of this. The Great Awakening is nothing about politics. It's about speaking your truth. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, guys. I know we're going to come through this. And the other song that I want you to give you tonight, guys, and I put it out on me post just the last week, was I'm actually getting The Beautiful Noise as well by Neil Diamond, but I'm getting America by Neil Diamond. And as I was listening to this song just through the week, just gone, and I seen a vision that there's going to be a global event in a stadium when all this is over and done with. I mean, we've got a big roller coaster ahead between now and 2024, and you thought the last election was bad. Wait for this one to come in. But this has to happen. But what I'm seeing is that there's going to be stadiums and there's going to be lots of people singing, and they've got the flags, and it's to America. And the lyrics to America, as you know, is Sweet Land of Liberty. Well, that's a blinking joke at the minute, isn't it? So this needs to change. And I predict, right, this is sort of like an emergency update that I'm giving, that things are going to get a little bit heated, and it's this week coming in into next. So just hold on to your hat, guys, and I think we're all being tested. It's spiritually. It's the hidden snake. It's everywhere. We're being tested by a bigger force out there. Yeah? Let's see what else I can see. So the NHS, I feel, is going to be in trouble, and I felt it was going to be like a new strategy plan. There's a lot more private medicine coming in. They're not going to completely get rid of it, but they're going to change the name of it, and it's going to be sort of into 3 parts, the NHS. I see a lot of strikes. A lot of problems to do with food. And watch for shocking news to come out with the food chain. I'm also watch for big news to come out with a global singer. Not one, but 2. One's dark-skinned, and the other one's paler-skinned. Watch for big news coming out with 2 sort of superstar singers. Watch for that. I want to say hell has no fury, guys, like a woman scorned. And this message is for feminine power, and I want to spread this across the internet, but each to everybody. This is for men as well, who are for women's power, for women's rights. We need to eradicate these radicals. These radicals which are laying the law down. Well, once upon a time, their ancestors were radicalised. You think they would have learned, wouldn't you? Some people have got a lot of lives to live before they can ascend. This is school. This is where we come to learn, to teach, to tell, and then we go home. There's going to be a lot of sightings of UFO activity this year, and also USO, unidentified submerging objects. I've just been given the steel industry, something big coming in with steel. Steel empires. And it's funny because as I'm saying that, I'm seeing Saudi Arabia. So Dubai, is that where Biden went? But there's going to be something done with steel in a big empire, a big, huge global bridge. Steel. Watch for that to come out. And something to do with some different type of fuel. Remember, the higher you go up the ladder, it's like the normal. So you've got the good guys and you've got the bad guys. And the bad guys are playing out 3D, and my God, they're starting to show that the veil's lifted now. Some people won't see this. And that's fine, it's a free will world. But this message, I need to put this out, right? For people who are supporting these radical supreme, so-called judges or whatever they are, right? Think very carefully about this, because this could turn around and bite you back. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, because their story isn't finished with yet. They don't know about their children. They don't know about their futures. And these radical laws which was being put into place by the Republicans is going to become more radical. And if you think about it, it's not just an attack on women and men, but it's an attack on rights on every view. And don't think that they're going to stop there, because they're going to get worse. They're going to start telling you what to wear. This is what it is. They're the bad guys. They're going to start telling you what to wear, what to think, what to do, how many children to have. Just sipping it in, just bit by bit. Wake up, guys. Smell the coffee, because it's about to get very, very nasty. But this is also an attack on the church, on Christianity. Okay? Remember, God does not write the rules on this planet. It's been man who's manipulated everything to do with religion. And it's man who is manipulating all of this, not God. God lies within you. Okay? And God loves you. And God loves America. And I'm going to leave this one with you all tonight, because this is attack, and hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Women are going to rise in the United States of America. Mark my words, August, September. You watch the tables turn. And I'm going to leave this one with you for tonight. I'll be back on again soon. And I send you peace, love and blessings. And as I'm saying this, I'm seeing Mother Mary coming in and just putting sprinkle dust around every woman's head. Every feminine energy, she's putting it around the globe. And as the world watches on, you watch things erupt, but you watch things change. The worm is about to change. And I'm going to leave that one with you. But when 3 men stand, being indicted, being impeached, and the hammer goes down, you watch everything change. And I'm going to leave that one with you. This is your psychic, sending you peace, love and blessings, and I'll be on again soon. May the force all be with you all. Goodbye now. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew he couldn't last.
Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in the cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck in my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.